Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a new day. It is no, it's not Monday, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday afternoon, about 12:30. I'm eating lunch right now. Glenn just ate his last cup of chili, and in just a little while, I'm going to be making his Rinderwurst. So it's still a little frozen on the inside, so we're going to wait for it to thaw out a little bit more. But meanwhile, I'm going to eat some bean and cheese tostadas. I am feeling somewhat better today. My stomach was hurting earlier, but now it's feeling a little better to eat, so we'll see how that goes. But I know why my stomach is hurting, and yeah, so my stomach is hurting because of milk. I've been eating some cereal. As you saw in the grocery haul, we got that cereal. And I've been eating cereal, and milk destroys my stomach. And I've had a bowl of cereal every day now for 3 days or 4 days, whenever we got the cereal. And with that much milk, it really destroys my stomach. It makes my stomach hurt. So, but I like milk, and I don't know how the taste is of all those like lactose-free milk and all that stuff. And I'm sure it's more expensive, so I don't drink milk all the time, but I outdid it this week, and my stomach is feeling it. So, and yeah, now I'm going to have beans on top of it. So I'm feeling okay right now, and we'll see how the rest of the day goes. But in a little while, I'm going to be making the Sombrero salad also, so I can let it sit and let the taste go through. But right now, I'm going to sit and eat because this is already getting cold because I won't shut up. Alright everyone, so I am done eating lunch, and now I'm going to cut up stuff for, one is going to be for Glenn's Rinderwurst, which I'm going to cut an onion up for that, and then everything else is for the Sombrero salad. So I'll be cutting up a red bell pepper. I don't know if I'll do 2 or 3 of these Campari tomatoes, but some of those, and cube cheese. So I'm just going to cut it in cubes. So I've got all the bowls lined up here with the pretty colors. Alright, so I'm going to cut this stuff up, and I'll probably make Glenn's Rinderwurst afterwards. He'll have that as a lunch. Even though he had chili, it wasn't much, so he's going to have his Rinderwurst. And then I'll start making the Sombrero salad right after that. Alright, so I'm going to get to this. Alright everyone, so I've got everything cut up now. So I got tomato, cheese, onions, red bell pepper. Right now I'm going to go ahead and use the onion for the rinderwurst and get that cooked up for Glenn. And then I'm going to cover the others and put them in the refrigerator until I'm ready to use them. Well, the peppers and tomatoes can stay out, I don't think it matters, but the cheese I'll put in the refrigerator. Alright, so I'm going to get the stuff, I'm going to clean up this cutting board and then get the skillet out ready to cook the rinderwurst. Alright everyone, so I'm going to make this rinderwurst. So I'm only going to make half of it, so we'll save the other half for another time. I'm going to go ahead and saute the onions first, and then we'll get cooking this stuff. Alright everyone, so I've been sauteing the onions for a little bit. So now the rinderwurst comes in a casing. There's a metal piece at the end. So you just either cut the casing or squeeze it out of there. So alright, so now I'm just going to let it cook for a little bit until it shows signs of breaking down, and then we'll stir it up. Alright, so it's pretty easy to break using the stronger spatula. I've never cooked this before, but Glenn said it'll break down just like chorizo. Oh, onions popping out. I don't want to put the heat on too high and then have the onions burn before the rinderwurst cooks. Now I did tell Glenn I would taste this, so I guess I'm going to taste it. No promises that I'll like it, but I won't promise that I won't like it either, so. Alright everyone, so Glenn says it's not as he remembered it. Go figure. Like everything else is different. He didn't not like it, but it's just not how he remembered it. So he's going to eat this with a couple slices of bread. I did taste it. My thoughts were, like, initially it had a salty taste, and it almost had like a liverwurst taste, but it's dry, and so yeah, I guess you would have to try it, but I'm sure not everybody knows where to locate one. So he's going to eat this. Like I said, I didn't think it was horrible, but I don't think it's something I would eat. So he said next time we're going to try to cook it in butter, because he remembers when his sister cooked it, or his mom, it was always greasy. So, and this is obviously not greasy. All right, so I'm going to take it to him with some butter, some bread, and that is the Rinderwurst. All right, everyone. So it is time to make the sombrero salad. So I'm so glad I pre-cut everything already. So the cheese is cut. So I got some cubed cheese, cut up tomato, fresh tomato. You can use canned crushed or whatever tomatoes, stewed tomatoes or whatever. Red bell pepper, Rotel noodles. I'm probably just going to use about half of the box. It's a 1 pound box. I'm probably just going to use half of it. I've got a pound of ground beef, a pack of taco seasoning, and some Western dressing. So right now I've got the water on the stove going, getting ready for the noodles. And while that's going, I'm going to go ahead and cook up the taco meat. You basically make it like taco meat. So that's what I'm going to do right now. All right. So, and once your noodles are done cooking, you want to rinse them under cold water to take that heat off of the noodles, because you don't want to mix your cheese in with hot noodles and hot ground beef. Otherwise, it's just going to melt. The goal is to keep it as cubed cheese in there. So it also does come with black olives. We chose not to put black olives. I don't really care if I ever have black olives in any of my food. Sometimes Glenn does like it, but we chose not to do it today. So, all right, so let's get ready to make this sombrero salad. All right, everyone, so the Rotel noodles are done. And as I said, when they are done, you have to run some cold water over them just to get the heat off of them. So I've already done that. And again, this is only half of the box of the Rotel noodles. So I've got that. I've got my taco meat. I'm not going to put it all in because I don't want... sometimes Glenn doesn't like a whole ton of meat. So we'll see how that is right now. So you put in your taco meat, and again, you use that pack of taco seasoning and just make it as taco meat. Alright, so I have my red bell peppers here. This is really easy to make. Cut up fresh tomato. And let me grab the cheese. So I have the cheese here. And now we're going to throw in the Western dressing. Now as this sits, the dressing will soak up, so it'll dry out a little bit. And also, this is not a dish that you want like stove hot. That's why you rinse off the noodles. And the taco meat had gotten done prior to, so it had time to cool off. So yeah, you don't want this stove hot. Alright, so let's throw in some Western dressing. I remember when I first made this, I made enough that it filled up the whole pot. So we learned this recipe, actually Glenn knew of it, years ago. A lot of years ago. His sister used to work at Piggly Wiggly, and they had a sombrero salad in their deli section, and I think she used to work the deli section. So that's how Glenn knew of the recipe. So then he told me about it. So his sister, when I first got here, his sister used to bring us food all the time. And she used to bring this, and I love this stuff. She has since passed, but I'm going to go ahead and give this a taste. I'm guessing I'll need more dressing. Alright everyone, so there it is, Western dressing, and I already know one mistake I already made. Huge mistake. I guess for me it doesn't matter. I don't know how Glenn's gonna like it. So the red bell peppers should have been cooked with the taco meat to soften them up. So I'm gonna put this on the stove on just warm. So yeah. He's probably not going to like that. But that's all there is to making sombrero salad. So there it is. Alright, so and the best thing to do is make this and let it sit for a while so the Western dressing flavor can just blend into everything else in there. So that's what I'm going to do right now, is put it on the stovetop. Alright, so that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch my videos. I appreciate all of you and the support you give my channel. And with that, remember to live life, be good to yourself, and be good to others. Until next time.